what I'm doing here is, as you may saw, I got the tire removed. I've got the oil drained out of the hub here, and I've got this big bolt that is about 1 5/16 it looks like, and I don't have a way to get it off because I don't have a socket that large, so I'm making one. That's a really big bolt. So let's step back here in my handy dandy little workshop here. Here's where I'm at. I took some, what is this? This is, yeah, 2-inch flat bar, 1/8 thick. I measured out 6 increments of 1 5/16, which is 1/16 larger than 1 1/4. Big bolt. Alrighty, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This right here will be cut off. I'll cut it a little long. I'll score each side of this, bend each one of them 1/6 of a turn, then weld each one of these scores here to strengthen them, and then I'll put a cap on the back and weld a socket to it. I believe that right there just might work. And if it does, I'll probably save myself 50 bucks. If it doesn't, then well, I tried, right? Then I'll go spend 50 bucks. All right, let's score this thing and make it happen. Okay, for those of you not familiar with scoring metal, it's much like scoring anything else. What I'm doing is using the angle grinder with a cutoff wheel to go into the edge of the metal just enough to make it thin enough to be able to bend either with a hammer or with a couple pair of pliers and a vise. Don't have a vise here, so I had to improvise. But you can see I'm not going through the metal. I'm literally just scoring it probably a 1/16 of an inch into it. Actually, I went a little bit more than 16 inch, just enough to not go completely through the metal and be able to bend it into the shape of a socket here. All right, so basically where I'm at right now is I've scored it, of course. I'm bending at all the scores. I'll take it over and make sure I get it matched up to the nut just right, and then I'll be welding these right here to reinforce them, and then putting what I'll just call an end cap on the back, grinding it all down, welding a nut in place. Let's just keep working this puppy. Even though I've got it cut down to just a little sliver, it's still very, very difficult to get bent. I don't want to go too far. Ouch, that really hurt. Shoo-wee, damn. Unfortunately, this is where my little GoPro decided to take a dump and start corrupting files. There's a couple skips here. So I fired up the MIG welder again so that I could fill in the gaps on each of the bends. Where I had scored the metal, of course, removed more than half of the steel from each of the slices, and I had to make those edges strong again by filling them with welding wire. Though they'll probably only be used a few times, I wanted to make sure that they got the job done for me. You know what I'm really hoping is I hope this works on this wheel, and then when I get over to the other bus, I hope this one fits and I don't have to make another one. Let's try it now that I've welded it here. Oh yeah, see, I'm a little bit tighter. Look at that. Excellent. All right, so now what I've got to do is basically let it cool a little bit, put an end cap on it, and then I'll weld I've got to go find a donor socket is what I've got to do. Got to find a donor socket. I love doing stuff like this. Obviously it takes a little bit of extra time, you know, not on the project, but what I've learned is that this is part of the project. Sometimes you have to fabricate your own tools. Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. It hasn't worked yet, but we'll soon see. Well, at least I have stills from the corrupt files. Here I am measuring and cutting out the top plate that the donor socket will ultimately be welded to. And now just a quick cleanup of those edges so that I can weld it on to the top of the socket. And last but not least, just a quick once over to get all the flux splatter and little splatters that get all over it when you weld the top on that unfortunately isn't shown. Thanks, GoPro. So just to make sure that the smaller socket that's going to be attached to the top of the larger socket is firmly attached, I'm beveling the edge so that I can get a decent amount of welding material, of welding wire between it and the top of the larger socket. This, of course, will greatly reduce the risk of breaking when I actually have to use this socket to retort the axle nut back onto the axle. And it happened again. Here's the finished product. Thanks, GoPro. It's a little hot, but look at that baby. Look at that. I really hope this works. I really want to see that wheel come off. Let's go see if it'll work. All right. Well, whew, it's so hot it's still smoking my gloves. Well, let's only one way to find out in there. Look at that. Look at there. It worked. There we go. About 2 hours worth of work for half a second.